Hi, students, let's get started with the subject English, poem 3. To the magic brush of dreams. First line, go and gather wild beans, Gopi, go and fetch some rice. Go and pluck the mangoes and bring home something nice. Meaning, she is asking Gopi to collect wild beans, fetch rice, and pick mangoes to bring home. Next line, Gopi sits beneath the banyan, a twig is in her hand. She sits there drawing pictures in the sand. Meaning, Gopi sits under the banyan tree with a twig, drawing pictures in the sand. Next line, the winds blow by and sweeps away the pictures in the sand. But on a stone there sits a man, a brush is in his hand. Meaning, the wind blows and erases Gopi's sand drawings, but a man sits on a stone nearby, holding a brush. Next line, he looks around. He calls to Gopi, "Come here." He whispers, "Hush! We mustn't let the village know about this magic brush." Meaning, he looks around and whispers to Gopi, "Come here. We must keep this magic brush a secret from the village." Next line, he slips the brush into her hand and tells her to be sure, paint not for the wealthy ones, but only for the poor. Meaning, he gives Gopi the brush and instructs her, use it to paint for the poor, not for the wealthy. Next line, did you gather wild beans, Gopi? Did you fetch some rice? Did you pluck the mangoes and bring home something nice? Meaning, she is asked whether she has collected wild beans, fetched rice, and picked mangoes to bring home. Next line, no beans, no rice, no mangoes. Gopi grins and runs inside. She paints a ball of khichdi and waits until the paint has dried. Meaning, Gopi didn't gather any beans, rice, or mangoes. Instead, she grins, runs inside, and paints a ball of khichdi, waiting for the paint to dry. Next line, the bowl is full of khichdi, Gopi. Into the house the villagers stream, the young and old all wish to see the magic brush of dreams. Meaning, the villagers, young and old, come into the house to see Gopi's magic brush as the ball she painted is full of khichdi. Next line, she paints a muffler for a farmer, a plough for another man, a shawl for a grandmother, and for a girl, a fan. Meaning, Gopi paints useful items for the villagers, a muffler for a farmer, a plough for another man, a shawl for a grandmother, and a fan for a girl. Next line, and soon the news spreads far and wide, through forests, fields, and plains, until the Zmindar himself hears of these magic gains. Meaning, soon, the news of Gopi's magic brush spreads far and wide across forests, fields, and plains, reaching even the Zmindar. Next line, I order you to paint for me a fortress tall and grand. Paint treasures, jewels, and riches rare, enough to rule this land. Meaning, the Zmindar commands Gopi to paint a tall, grand fortress with treasures, jewels, and riches enough to rule the land. Next line, Gopi bows and shakes her head. My lord, I can't comply. I swore to use this magic brush to help the needy by. Meaning, Gopi politely refuses, saying she promised to use the magic brush only to help the needy. Next line, the Zmindar roars and stamps his foot. He bellows to his men, seize this brush and seize the girl. Throw her in the pen. Meaning, the Zmindar, furious, orders his men to snatch Gopi's magic brush, seize her, and lock her up. Next line, now Gopi waits inside the cell, upon a cold mud floor, until the Zmindar returns and shouts through the door. Meaning, Gopi waits inside the cell on the cold mud floor until the Zmindar returns and yells through the door. Next line, he holds the brush. He thunders loud, paint my fortress tall. Paint gold and rubies, emeralds bright, and you shall leave this hall. Meaning, the Zmindar, holding the brush, shouts loudly, demanding Gopi to paint his fortress with gold, rubies, and emeralds, promising she can leave if she obeys. Next line, that night the Zmindar lies in bed, dreaming of his goal, while Gopi paints a winding road, a horse both strong and bold. Meaning, that night, while the Zmindar dreams of his goal, Gopi uses the brush to paint a winding road and a strong, bold horse. Next line, the road leads out of prison gates. The horse, she swiftly urges Gopi, leaps on and gallops fast, through fields and many villages. Meaning, Gopi paints a road leading out of the prison and a horse, she jumps on it and gallops swiftly through fields and villages. Next line, it's Gopi. It's Gopi. She's back again, say the villagers, merry and kind. But Gopi keeps on painting still, with the Zmindar's men following behind. Meaning, the villagers excitedly shout, it's Gopi. She's back. But Gopi continues painting as the Zmindar's men chase her. Next line, she paints a mighty river wide, its currents fast and deep. The Zmindar and all his men stop short and cannot leave. Meaning, Gopi paints a wide, fast, and deep river, which stops the Zmindar and his men, they cannot cross it. Next line, now should I paint a beast to leap and chase you through? Stop this chase or it will feast on you, and you and you. Meaning, the Zmindar threatens, saying he will have Gopi paint a beast to chase and attack her if she doesn't stop running. Next line, the Zmindar cries, no, no, no more. I'll leave, I'll go away. He turns and flees, his men behind dare not choose to stay. Meaning, the Zmindar cries out, no more. I'll leave, and flees, while his men are too afraid to stay behind. Next line, now Gopi paints for the village folk, a feast of sweets and tea. A courtyard bright, a band to play, and songs of victory. Meaning, now Gopi paints for the villagers a feast with sweets and tea, a bright courtyard, a band playing, and songs celebrating their victory. Thanks for watching.